time.
That's right, it's the afternoon show, Sonnies. We are here at Afternoon Delight. So shut down those spreadsheets right now. You can get back into it after this show. And park the drama with your mama. Because we have a show that's jam-packed, super fun today. We've got the usual menu of events, Pop Culture Thunderdome quiz, Is This News, Meme It or Leave It, Addie's Reddit Rundown Report, Smash, Marry, Ghost. That's all out of order. But we'll get in order with these two beautiful co-hosts right next to me. We've got Mel and Addie here. You guys excited?
Yep,
So
let's do it.
We are starting off with a brand new week and a brand new chance to win Pop Culture Thunderdome quiz. Today, we've got famous horror movies over time. Could barely say that. Famous horror movies over time.
Spooky show today.
Yeah, we're getting into spooky season. Let's lean into it. I love it. So, this first question. In Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, it took place in 1960. What is the name of the motel where much of the story takes place? Was it A, Fairview Motel? Was it B, the Bates Motel? Was it C, Hilltop Motel? Or D, Ravenwood Motel?
Bates Motel.
B.
Okay, B's across the board. Next up, true or false? In the original Halloween, Michael Myers was referred to the script simply as The Shape.
Interesting.
Oh. My first instinct is true.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I kind of feel like that's my instinct too.
Truths across the
Yeah.
board. Next up, multiple guess. Which 1970s horror film was marketed with the chilling tagline, "To avoid fainting, keep repeating. It's the only a movie, only a movie." Was it A, The Last House on the Left, B, The Exorcist, C, The Omen, or D, Suspiria?
I feel like it's C. I'm going to say C.
To avoid
know.
fainting, keep repeating. 1970s. I'm gonna guess B.
B.
That is the scariest movie of all time, the original Exorcist.
I love that movie so much.
It
It's
is.
one
Scariest.
of my favorites because I love the ones that are about like religion.
Yeah, me too. Like Stigmata, one of my all-time
Oh,
favorites. Love
so
that
good
one.
too.
Next up, true or false? In The Shining, Jack Nicholson improvised the famous line, "Here's Johnny."
I'm going to say true.
Was that The Shining?
Mm-hmm.
Red rum, red rum.
Yeah, okay, true.
And the twins.
Truths across the
Oh.
board. Next up, multiple guess. Which real-life serial killer partly inspired the characters of Norman Bates, Buffalo Bill, Leatherface? Was it A, Richard Ramirez? Was it John Wayne Gacy? Was it Ed Gein? Or D, Charles Manson?
Richard Ramirez was the Night Stalker.
I think it was B. But I don't remember who John Wayne Gacy is.
Oh, he's the clown
He dressed
one.
up as a clown.
Didn't he put like stuff on his face?
His famous last
Clown.
words
Skin?
before the
Oh, no, that was Buffalo Bill.
His famous last words were, "I was doing God's work." I feel like it's Charles Manson.
Maybe it is Charles Manson. Yeah.
I'm
that's
saying
true.
Charles Manson,
D?
but it might be John Wayne Gacy.
I'm just gonna stick with B.
I'm gonna go with B too.
Okay. B's across
But
the
every
board.
time I switch my answer.
The
True
clown
or
doesn't really
false?
make
A
sense.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger's sweater is red and black to resemble the colors of Hellfire and Shadow. True or
True,
false?
I guess. Or is it red and navy blue? Oh shit!
I'll say true.
I'm just gonna stick with true.
Truths across the board. Next up, multiple guess. Which actor was originally cast as a Father Marion in The Exorcist before Max von Sydow took over the role? Was it A, Marlon Brando, B, Laurence Olivier, C, Jack Palance, or D, Orson Welles?
Shoot, I don't know. I'm gonna guess D.
I'm gonna say C.
Okay. Next
Yeah,
up,
no idea.
true or false? The face hugger, creature from Alien, was designed to deliberately resemble human reproductive organs to create a subconscious discomfort.
I'm gonna say true.
I'll say true. I don't remember
Next
that
up,
movie.
in Scream, which horror film do the characters argue about when they debate whether the killer should be called a slasher villain? Was it A, Halloween, B, Friday the 13th, C, Prom Night, or D, Psycho?
Is it Friday the 13th?
I think it's B.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Friday the 13th.
Could be wrong. Been a while. Been a
B's
long
across
time.
the board. Next up, true or false? In Hereditary,
Never
Love
seen
that
that.
movie.
the symbol seen throughout the movie is the original sigil of King Paimon, a real figure from demonology.
I don't know. Addie.
I think it's true, but I don't
I'll
know.
say
That's
false.
such a detail. Like,
I'll
man,
say false, you say true. We'll see.
Okay.
such a close little detail that I
All
might be
right,
wrong.
your glow and tell question. If you had to sit down for dinner with one horror movie villain, who would it be?
Ooh.
Um,
Can I pick like a real life villain, like a serial killer?
Sure.
You're crazy.
I'm gonna pick. I just watched the documentary about him on Oxygen last week. What was his name? Oh shit! now I
I'm
can't
forgetting the
remember.
name, mine too, but maybe you
Norris.
guys can help me. It's that movie about killing people, and he's a barber.
The
What?
Barber of Seville.
He's Johnny Depp plays him in the movie.
Barber of Seville.
No way. I don't think that's what it's called.
Yeah, it's an original Broadway play. Johnny
And
Depp.
that girl's in it, and they sing. It's a musical.
Barber, killer. Got it.
I don't know though.
Or maybe I'd say
I'm gonna have to do some research and come back.
if I had to pick one of
Sweeney
these-
Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Todd.
There
That's
it is.
it. Sweeney Todd, the demon barber.
I
of
want to
Main
meet
Street.
Sweeney
I'll
Todd.
pick Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, interested. Would you have some fava beans and a nice
Because he
Chianti?
doesn't have it. Because he doesn't have weapons. He's got his mind as a weapon, and it would be
Ooh,
kind of
he
intriguing
is
to
good,
play
child.
that brain ninja stuff.
All right, let's see how you guys did on this
I don't think I did
quiz.
well.
Let me pull this up. The first one, you both are correct. It was the Bates Motel in Hitchcock's Psycho.
So creepy.
This next one, the original Halloween, Michael Myers, you both are correct. It is true. Excellent. All right, here's where we separate a little bit. Both of you on this one are wrong. It was The Last House on the Left.
I've never seen that movie.
Never heard of
Yeah.
it even.
Next up, true or false, The Shining, and the answer is, you both are correct, it is true. Excellent
Such a good
job.
movie.
Next up, oh, if you would have seen Monster this weekend, you would have gotten this one right. The answer, wrong. Ed Gein. Ed Gein is the answer.
Don't tell me I'm watching it this weekend.
Really good. Okay. Next up, we have question number 6. Which was this
A
one?
Nightmare on
sweater.
Elm
Freddy Krueger sweater. This was a trick question.
It's red and navy blue, isn't
Both
it?
of you are wrong. No, it's red and green. Red and
it?
green. Yes, it's like a deep
Like-
forest green.
What do you
Mandela
know?
effect right there.
Yep, totally right. Next up, which actor, father from The Exorcist? The answer is
Marlon Brando.
both of you are wrong. It was Laurence Olivier. Laurence
dang.
Olivier.
Okay, Lawrence. go
Next
you.
up, you both are correct. It is true. It
Okay.
is true about the alien.
like
And
this is
then
prom night.
number 9, you both are correct.
Oh.
It was Friday the 13th.
Okay.
And then this final answer. Now, both of you are tied right now. Both of you are tied. You went one way, Addie went another way. One of you is correct, one of you is wrong, which means, Mel, you are wrong. It is true. Circle takes a swear. Addie
Go,
on the
Addie.
board.
All right, let's see if she can do 5 in a row this week.
Very excited. She
The
is
pressure's always on right away.
She is back to attack this week. Very, very excited. But
Wait.
let's pivot over to this
Capybaras.
wonderful place called Capybara Cafe. Yes.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam.
Yeah, big shout out to Trey King out there, new general manager over at Capybara Cafe, buddy. That is awesome. Trey is super, super cool human being. I cannot wait to have him on the show, and you can dive into the wonderful animal world that he's been around. He used to be over at Marineland for a long time, and now look, he's running Capybara Cafe. Super excited for you, buddy. That's amazing. All right, let's get over to Meme It or Leave It. Today, I've got funny memes to help you heal through laughter, as shared on this Instagram page that I found over the weekend. This first one, when your
Oh.
skin is so dry, the lotion has to ask God to give it strength.
How did they do that? That's hilarious.
Next up, my guardian angel, when they get assigned to me. That's
Every
definitely,
day.
yeah.
I feel so bad for them.
Me too.
Thank you.
Me too. Next up, when you only wanted to get a few things off your chest, but instead you let 23 years worth of anger out, and now everyone's crying.
Yep.
Ugh. Yeah.
That's
that
me.
Me too.
happens, yeah. I do this one all the time. When someone calls, instead of messaging, like, hello.
Like, at least text me with a heads up for why you're calling.
Right.
You know?
I don't like to walk into a conversation
That's my
blind.
husband when you put him in a group text.
That's so funny. Next up, when you pet a dog and the owner says, wow, he never lets strangers do that. Like St. Francis of
Yes,
Assisi
that's
over
me.
there, yeah. Next up, me trying my best not to fall asleep at work.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true.
That's how I look every morning, you guys.
This is how I look when I'm writing scripts. I'm like, oh my God, just let me shut my eyes for like 20 minutes and then go take a nap. Next up, when you can't find a parking spot, so you turn the volume down to see better. Why do we do this?
I know. It's like, wait, let me turn the volume down so I can see.
I do this all the time.
There's got to be some real sensory science behind this.
Like overload.
I'm
sensory
fascinated with
overload.
it because
Yeah.
I do it every single time. Like, why did I just do that?
If there's any psychologist listening to our show right now, can you tell us the science behind why?
Hashtag epic. All right, next up. When you accidentally eat your lunch at 9 a.m. break. Yeah.
That's me.
That smell right there.
Oh,
that
I
smell.
feel like that every day.
Next up, the orange is in my fridge watching me take out another Kit Kat for desserts. Yeah.
Hashtag melted.
Yep. And then finally today, my spirit animal doesn't Okay, there's a pig in Australia that steals 18 beers from campers and gets drunk and fights a cow.
My husband.
That's amazing. That's an amazing one.
That's
Finally
cute.
found my spirit animal.
Done.
Well, my spirit animal is this next segment called Addie's Reddit Rundown Report. Addie,
yes.
we gotta unpack this. What's going on today?
Today's story is from, of course, Am I the A-hole? Here's the TLDR. Am I the asshole for moving on with my ex after my best friend told me she didn't want me?
Wait, what?
Wow.
Am I the asshole for moving on with my ex after my best friend told me she didn't want me? So yeah, you got to
Oh,
give
this is
more
a boy.
details
Oh,
to make sense.
okay.
And we'll see.
This is
Yes, it's a male.
boy talking.
So I, a 24-year-old male,
Okay.
boy talking, have been friends with Chloe, 23-year-old female, for 5 years. She's always been there for me, so when she planned to visit me a few months ago, I was excited to finally hang out. Before the trip, she admitted that she'd had feelings for me for 3 years. We ended up hooking up and while she was here. By the end of the visit, I told her I had real feelings and wanted to see if something could come from it. She told me no. She just wanted to stay friends. I was hurt, but I respected it. A month later, she came back saying couldn't hide it anymore and wanted to try. We started talking, but it never became a relationship. She was going through family drama, lost her job, bouncing between couches.
Couches, yeah. Coaches, too.
Couches. I even asked if being with me was too much for her right now, and she agreed it was better to stay friends. So I let her go again. I had even planned a trip to fly out and see her for my birthday to see if she was serious, but she canceled on me twice. Meanwhile, she was chatting with her old flings, which I didn't care about since she told me we were just friends. Not long after, my ex reached out. We ended on okay terms, so we started talking. I told her I wanted to take things slow. Out of respect, I told Chloe immediately. She got mad, ghosted me, and then came back still sending flirty messages. At one point, after saying she didn't want a relationship, she texted, "But I miss you and your bed."
I got you.
Horny.
So I
I got
moved
you.
forward with my ex. When I mentioned spending time with my ex and her family, Chloe exploded. She accused me of leading her on, and I was choosing someone else over her. Then cut me off. The next day, she was reposting TikToks like, "When he makes you cry like this."
Oh, yeah, passive-aggressive posting.
Yeah, and men ain't shit. Thing is, I never lied, never hid anything. I asked her multiple times to clarify what she wanted, and she told me twice that she didn't even want a relationship. I respected her decision every time, and she's the one who flip-flopped, canceled trips, flirted after telling me no, and then got mad when I moved on. So, am I the asshole for moving on after she made it clear she didn't want me?
No, not at all. I really feel like she kind of,
She's keeping you hanging on in case until she finds someone better to play with.
she was inconsistent, right? She was just inconsistent.
Yeah, someone commented, "Chloe don't want you, dude."
Yeah, she just wants the
She's
D.
flip-floppy, she's being weird, and
She
she just
wants
wants
the vitamin D,
attention.
yeah.
You know how some people just like when they know that they have you?
Yeah.
Like, they don't really want you, they don't really care, but they like to know they've got someone in their back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And the second they find out that that person is no longer just in their back pocket, they're like, oh my God.
How dare
Steven with the
you.
PH. That was him in college.
How
Steven with the
dare
PH.
you.
Definitely did this to me, yes.
Yeah, so there's an update. Here's what went down.
Chloe, you
Okay.
gotta go, girl. Bye.
A few days ago, on my lunch break, literally driving to Culver's, when Chloe calls me out of nowhere, I let it go to voicemail. Against my better judgment, I called back
Aw.
and asked if she meant to. She said no. She was actually trying to Call another friend whose name is right next to mine. I said, no problem. She wished me a good day, and that was that. Except it wasn't. About an hour later, she calls again. I ignore that. I ignore it. Text, another accident? She doesn't answer, but then calls me again. This time I picked up. She tells me, I don't like this game. I know I probably hurt your feelings. I'm not mad at you, just the situation. I said, yeah, I was hurt. She threw away a 5-year friendship over a mess that she created and strung me through.
Good for
She
him.
said she understood, then hung up because her mom was calling. Not even 5 minutes later, she texts me, says she can't call again but can text, then drops this bomb. When I said I loved you, it wasn't in a friend way. I reminded her that I told her multiple times I had feelings too, and she's the one who wanted things back to normal, and later told me a relationship was too much. I laid it out. She rejected me twice, honestly 3 times if you count when I asked straight up if we were just friends, and she said yes, about a month and a half ago. Her reply, I bet you have a whole new girl and never even liked me in the first place.
Girl, sit all the way
She's
down.
looking for, yeah, I do not care for
And
this
she's
child.
trying to fight with you. Don't fight back. Don't give her the attention she wants. Goodbye.
Right.
And he
Block.
said, not true at the time, and I did have feelings for her truly. So I asked, how can she be mad at me for moving on when I was literally doing what she asked me to do?
Selfish.
I told her, if anything, we should have kept it a friendship level to avoid all the mixed signals.
They
She
should have never
fires
slept
back,
together.
I don't want to be friends. I asked why she reached out at all. Her answer, because I didn't know if you would ever give it a chance. So I spelled it out clearly. I did give it a chance multiple times. She said no. Thrice told me that she didn't want a relationship. Twice canceled trips I planned to see her. At that point, I had no choice but to move on. I told her my decision is final. I've moved on, and I wished her the best. She replied, please no. But I stood firm. Told her I respect her, I wish her well, but I'm not going back. So yeah, this
Smart
confirmed
dude.
everything you guys warned me about. She wanted me as an option, not a choice, and the second I stopped playing along, she couldn't handle it.
See, is it control or is it comfort? Like, what does she want here?
It's both. It's called, I'm going to tell you this. Some people, their version of unconditional love is what we call unconditional tolerance. They can do whatever they want to you, and you just have to accept it. So the minute you don't accept it and you say, kibosh, I'm done, it's a problem.
I mean, it really does I feel bad for this guy because he worked past a lot of the feelings and
But
the
that's what they
rejections
do.
and all of that, and then it's like this repeated pattern of
And then
chaos.
it plays the game of, now you're the bad guy. No, go away.
Yeah, someone commented, she showed you who she is and that she never wanted you as a romantic partner. She wanted you to follow her around like a love-torn puppy. You, Opie, are not the asshole in this situation, and I wish you the best in your love life.
It's an
She
ego
is.
boost. She needs an ego boost every time
And
she
I think
contacts
sometimes
him.
these people don't necessarily even know they're doing it. Like, it can be something that some people know they're doing and they don't care. Or also, like, if you're like in a weird mental headspace and you literally don't see yourself and you're just like so back and forth about what you know, it's like you don't realize that that's still on you to like.
Do you
see
know
yourself.
people like that act like this Chloe girl, like they kind of like
Like that push and pull.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
push and
it's like
pull.
it's like the I'm angry at you now because you're not enough or whatever, and then it's like the
I wonder
wow,
what
how
the
dare you not want me?
psychosis-
Like it's also when
It's
the
too
people
exhausting to have people like that in your life.
the people that I've met that are like that, they'll just fall into these moods where they genuinely think head over heels, they want you. That's all they want. That's what they want. And then like they're out of that mood in the next day or something, and suddenly they don't want to talk. You know what I mean? So some of it's like if you're a moody person and you know there's some mental illnesses that can contribute to moodiness,
I
like
think-
severe moodiness.
We always talk about surround yourself with people who fan your flames in life and always, for the better good. And I really kind of think that he needs to cut the cord here.
Yeah,
There
she
might
needs
be
to get some help or something.
There might be a little blockaroonie that needs to happen. You know what I mean?
I
Just
think
so-
the problem is he hurt her ego. Like she's not as cool as she thinks she is. Whack, get some tissues, girl. I don't know, and maybe go to Panache. Drown your sorrows in a facial.
That's interesting. I mean, most people
A-hole.
want to have some consistency in life and some real true friends are really here to make you friends, lovers are here to make you better. But there's so many things that like this is just another toxic relationship that's not going to end well or start well. So yeah, I'd say move
No,
on,
he's
buddy.
definitely not the a-hole. She's the a-hole.
Yeah, he should never answer her calls ever again.
No.
Yeah, I
That's
definitely
why they
think
make
so.
that block button for a reason.
I kind of think that might need to happen, or a mute button or
Because
something.
what's going to happen is she's going to be like, goodbye forever. I'm not what you want. It's going to be this pity, self-pity party. And then a few months later, she's going to message.
So
And then it's going to keep going. So you might
Like
as
you
well
said, Mel, I think
block.
it got kind of brushed under the table, but they should have never hooked up.
Nope.
I think that was, in the words of Taylor Swift, the key to unlock the thighs. I don't think that was something that was for the skies.
No, Get out of here with this.
No, totally.
my
I think
God.
choose your piece, bro. I think you did a great job, and I'm proud of his choice there. I think he handled
Yeah.
it. He handled it with not being passive aggressive. He still picked up the phone. He had the conversation. He was like, "I wished you well, but we're moving on and bigger and better things." Wow, what a report today. Really, really interesting.
Some drama for you.
Yeah, a good glow up at Panache could really reset the system,
That's what I
right?
said.
Yeah, God
Yeah,
bless.
let's do it.
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo.
Let's go.
All right, is this news? We're going to pivot into this segment where you guys have to be the judge and the jury. You have to let me know, are these news stories, are they real, or are they just like, you know what, I don't even want to care. I don't even care about this story.
I don't even want to care.
I don't even want to care. All right, how
I don't
about
even
this
give a
one?
care.
Grab your snorkels for this one because we're diving deep into the ancient waters in Canada. Scientists have uncovered a teeny fish fossil from the late period, a new species called Acronethus macagioni.
Sounds like macaroni.
I know, right? That's why I liked it. The little creature was rewriting what we now thought was the origins of autophysians. Why did I pick this story? That's the fish supergroup that carries catfish, carp, and tetras, which make up nearly 2/3 of all freshwater fish today. What makes this find electric? It suggests that the shift from marine saltwater life to freshwater didn't happen just once, it happened multiple times. And it pushes back the timeline for when those transitions could have started tens of millions of years earlier than previously thought. So here's the hook. One tiny fossil is giving us big clues about how the rivers and lakes we swim in today were shaped. So how many of our familiar fish families came to dominate those waters?
So think about this. The fish lived during the Cretaceous period between 100 million and 66 million ago. So they coexisted in a world with the T-Rex.
Oh.
So this particular fish lived with the dinosaurs.
Wow. So it's like
pretty
a whole new
creepy.
species. Like, and then for them to be able to discover this, they're trying to learn how fish kind of translated from freshwater to saltwater and how those species evolved over time, which now they're giving proof that this could have been even earlier than when we first thought. This is kind of
But the
interesting.
fossil was found far inland, well away from ancient seashore, which makes scientists question how they got there. It's pretty crazy.
What implications could this discovery have for understanding biodiversity in our rivers and lakes today? What do you think?
I don't even know.
I mean, kind of interesting though, like how like saltwater fish adapt to. I mean, here in St. Augustine we have a kind of water called brackish.
Ew.
That's where.
Oh my gosh, I saw a sea turtle the other day on my walk.
You did.
And I
took
did
a video
research
of it.
because I was like, what? Like, is this sea turtle
Where was
lost?
this?
It was in my neighborhood on this little perch that's called like the bird viewing perch thingy, but it's like in the intercoastal, so right behind the School of the Deaf and Blind on the water.
So it's
But
saltwater.
It's saltwater, it's intracoastal, so I guess it's just saltwater. but
Well,
it might be brackish at some parts of it,
yeah.
but not where I am. I think it's all saltwater. at the
Brackish
intercoastal
is
on
where
this side.
saltwater and freshwater are combined.
You know what I think is pretty crazy? You know how sometimes you'll see like alligators and crocodiles swimming in the ocean? They're usually freshwater, but they're swimming in the saltwater.
That's what this story is all about. Like,
So it's like-
how can these animals adapt to these new environments, especially saltwater?
I think when you don't have a choice,
Does
just
that
like,
change the makeup
Yeah.
and the DNA of the animal?
I would think so. I think it's just like humans, when you don't have a choice, you either adapt or you're gonna die. So might as well adapt.
I know. I mean,
I think that this is science stuff. It kind of creeps me out a little
I think
bit.
it just challenges assumptions, though, too, where we all think that, oh, it's such an earlier time period, but it also is kind of like a cool discovery to find out, hey, these fish actually date back even millions of years ago. So that's kind of interesting.
I call it news.
I think it's news. I think
think
it's
so, too.
I think it's science.
I think
news.
discovering a new species is always news,
Yeah.
even if it's a
I think it's
fossil.
going to unlock the code to my thighs. Just kidding. All right, let's move on. Okay, cue the Sarah McLachlan
Yeah.
song.
Well, the reason I sent you this story because I don't know. Just let's get into it and then.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this one might ruffle your fur, but this zoo in Denmark has asked the public to donate their pets, like rabbits, guinea pigs, and even chickens, to feed its carnivores.
Not dogs and cats, guys.
Right. But no, I mean, all equal pet opportunity
Right,
over
right.
here. The zoo says the animals will be gently euthanized by their trained staff, and this practice helps them replicate a natural food chain, reduce waste, and support predators' health. They call the spark fierce debate. Some see it as pragmatic, and others see it as macabre. When it comes to animals, where do we draw the line between nature and ethics?
The zoo said it wants to stimulate natural diets, feeding whole animals, fur, bones, organs, so predators get nutrition and behavior more like they would in the wild. That I can see. Donations are limited, so they're only accepting certain animals like chickens, rabbits, guinea pigs on weekdays, but no more than 4 at a time. They also accept horses under strict conditions and claim donors may get tax donations.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand, because at first I'm like, okay, great, to help them not have to like farm these animals just to feed them. I didn't know that this, like, don't they already feed some of their animals whole?
Well, I think because part of it is like the food supply is disappearing. And now with all the antibiotics and the genetic mutations that are in food that we feed to livestock, and you're not teaching the predators in the zoo to naturally hunt, so it's a way for them to get what they naturally get.
Well, right, but what I'm
know?
saying is zoos, no matter what, are going to feed the animal what's in their required feeding
Sure.
realm. It's not like they're eating kibble until
No.
someone donates a rabbit.
Correct.
So I'm wondering if this is actually solving something that maybe isn't.
Well, they're
like,
saying
I'd be interested in that.
Critics are arguing that normalizing pet abandonment or giving the impression that the animals are feed material are really kind of pushing back on this. It's just like, my question to the forum is, when do you donate this pet? Like, is it a pet that's declining?
I like it as an option for if someone, we all know that people get pets thinking they can handle it, and then they do weird things that are very unethical.
Like abandoning a pet, yeah.
letting them go into the woods where that animal might not be natural at all
by
and
a
could
highway.
affect. Sure, it could be hit by a car, but even worse, it could mate with stuff or grow or something. I mean, you don't know when it's not supposed to be in this environment, and there's bigger reasons often why animals shouldn't just be in the environment they're not supposed to be in. They
Yeah.
might start to kill off bugs that are really important to
Right.
that ecosystem. So, like, I think if there's an option to get rid of those pets that is better than some, it shouldn't
you
feel.
You really have to elevate yourself through this.
I
because,
wouldn't
yeah.
want someone to feel like, oh, I'm so embarrassed to donate my pet to this organization, so instead I'm just going to let it out in the backyard. Like, I think that there could be some work to be done maybe to market this to make it clear that it's not like the fact that we even read you could bring 4 bunnies, it's like, okay, if you have a litter of like 10 bunnies on purpose, and then one day you wake up and you're like, perfect, I can bring 4 on Monday and 4 on Tuesday. Like, I don't know about
Yeah.
that part weirds me out.
Yeah.
But I
Right.
understand it if it's an option for getting rid of the pet when you can't have it anymore.
But
It's
just-
natural.
I think
They
about the
need
I
it.
pet.
feel,
You're
I
right.
feel,
I know.
Two, I feel
You're
two
right.
ways
It's
about
natural.
this. But a lot of
And
other.
you know what? You chose to have a literal vermin as a pet. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, but Denmark, this is the only, a lot of zoos do this. However, Denmark, they're the only ones who've actually been able to welcome news crews in to say, hey, this is what we're doing. A lot of zoos actually do this, but
Denmark
they
is
keep it very
cool.
hush-hush because they don't want activists at their door and causing a shitstorm. So
I mean, I could never do this. I could never
No, I
donate my
couldn't
pet.
either.
I don't care. Like, but I guess, like, yeah, that's a hard one
I've
for
never
me to-
had a pet that would be applicable to
No,
this
me neither.
donation
I had a guinea
situation.
pig too growing up, Timmy. And I don't know if I could ever get Timmy.
I'm gonna have all my kids get these kinds of pets, and then we're gonna go together to watch them feed our pets.
Whoa!
We'll name each of them like Timmy and Tammy and Terry, and then we'll watch them get fed to the snake. Or
Addie
whatever.
is a walking oxygen chamber.
I want to
Happy
teach my
Halloween.
kids how the circle of life works. Okay, you either
then Addie's
eat
kids will
or
end
you
up
get
at-
eaten.
And then Addie's kids end up at Epic Behavioral Health Care for
Oh
trauma.
my! I mean, honestly, I don't know.
If you were raised on a farm, I'm gonna tell you what, that stuff don't make you
Well,
cry.
that's true. What's the difference between what the zoo is asking people to do than what people do on a farm sometimes when they have no use for the animal?
And
So-
don't y'all like to eat your bacon in the morning? What you think?
Right.
Little piggy
I'm
bunny
gonna
gotta
ask
go.
you. I'm gonna ask you a question. If you were the head of this zoo, would you approve this program?
I don't know.
That's a hard, quick question because we both have to do research. You know, you have to hear the actual whole standpoint of anyone pushing back. Like,
And I gotta
are they
see
pushing
what-
back for good reasons? Is it because they're scared that, like, what is the risk really actually?
I want to see how the pendulum swings the other way and what backlash this one zoo that's in Denmark that's actually speaking out about it, unlike these other zoos who are staying quiet.
Yeah, this is a
It's a
obviously
thing,
it's
guys.
it's an ethical conversation too, because that kind of gets in there too. But yeah, there's some models and methods out there that are definitely I don't know. I don't think I could approve this. I don't think I could.
it's unethical to feed rabbits
right.
to the people that usually eat
But what are
rabbits.
they?
or
On
the
the
people, I mean
alligator
the
farm, you
animals.
see them throw those things in the thing.
The chicken?
It's like, yeah, and those big rat things. What are they called?
And what,
have
if
no
people
idea.
started getting pet rats, would we all be like, snakes should just go vegan?
Right. You know what? You really do make up a really good point here.
I'm just saying.
You know
they
what?
gotta-
You chose to have a rodent for a pet.
My
and-
friend, yesterday, got home and went into her office, and her cat had dragged half of a bunny. This cat had killed the bunny,
Yep.
and the bunny was in the office on the second floor of the home,
Wow.
just
So
dead on the
yesterday-
ground,
Wow.
blood trail and all.
Yep.
Listen to this. 7:30.
And that's a gift. To the
Nature.
owner.
It was a gift because she loves
That's a
her.
gift.
But also nature. Hopefully, it wasn't the neighbor's
animals
pet
are meant
bunny.
to do what they gotta do.
I'll never forget the day that Gucci brought me a possum. Oh my God, I never.
Yeah, but
forget.
And people
Possums
have
are
pet
like the-
possums too. What are we gonna do?
But the
I-
possums are like harmless and they don't carry rabies or anything. They're
It's-
very like nice animals.
The
though.
But-
tail. The tail
Yeah.
for me is a separation of
and
church
and the
state.
lions and the tigers are hungry, Mel.
Yeah.
Listen,
This is a very interesting conversation. Sonny's, put in comments what you think, but I definitely think this is newsworthy.
I think this is news.
I
and
definitely think it's worth a
I
conversation.
give a shout out to the zoo in Denmark who actually had the guts to talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I also want to know if any of you have ever known anyone or lived on a farm
did this.
and had an experience where you had to name your pet and then later eat it.
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of friends that
Charlotte's
had to do
Web.
that. That's why I fixate on it as I make it kind of a joke, but I'm like, no, that's real. Like,
Charlotte's
that's real.
Web,
Yeah, Charlotte's Web, the story, yeah.
the spider.
All right, Sonnies, let's talk about housing. St.
we
Augustine
go.
in August saw home sales dip below 700 for the first time in a decade. Now, some may say the market is cooling, but there's a bright side. Cooling means an opportunity. With inventory up, prices adjusting, and homes staying on the market longer, buyers actually have more breathing room to find the right fit. Speaking of the right fit, there is a strong, trusted team like our friends over at Great Expectations Realty are navigating this shift like pros. They know how to turn a challenging market into an advantage for their clients, guiding buyers with patience and helping them sellers position their homes smartly so that they can still shine. So the bottom line is the frenzy might be slowing down, but Great Expectations, they can bring it up. What do you guys think? I mean, it's a hot
excited.
topic.
That's, yeah, I love real estate. I'm a Zillow nerd. I just
Yeah.
look at it all the time because I like to track the market because it shows me about the economy.
So what are you seeing out there?
I mean, I still feel like everything's priced really high, but we're in a, is this talking about all of St. Johns County? Or
Yeah,
St.
all of St. Johns
That
County.
makes sense when we're talking about all of St. Johns County, because I think if you look in St. Augustine, there's still this very interesting thing happening. We're in a lot of our closest to downtown historical neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Homes are still priced very, very high, even though there's no one really buying them.
Right.
You know, there's a
Yeah.
lot of them but they can't really go lower because these homes truly they bought for, when technically, if you look at it, they're supposed to be worth so much, right?
Well,
So
I had this
it's hard.
conversation with my sister yesterday. My sister, before COVID, right at the market was obviously taking a turn, they got this incredible house. Like literally the interest rate was perfect. Everything was beautiful. And those houses are now off the market. And now and those price points are still kind of lingering around. I'm kind of interested in seeing the ebbs and flows of the price market. I mean, if you're a Zillow, you're obviously seeing that. You're saying they're still staying at that high rate. Do you think that?
But I will say, everyone has been, over the past 6 months, slowly but surely, you'll see that they're trying their best not to drop prices, but each month you'll see it go down another 1,000,
Okay.
another 1,000.
That's what my question was getting to. Okay, good. So
Yeah.
that you do see that kind of
I do.
trickling down.
I think that probably over where all those houses and developments are, though, I'm sure that it's getting a lot more
have
neutralized.
you guys seen 16? Have you taken a ride?
It's crazy.
Not in a while.
I mean,
It's so congested over there now, and then they made that new loop jug handle thing to get on 90.
That's terrifying. That thing is scary.
I'm
messy
talking
over
about
there.
some of these 4-story condos that are
Yeah.
being built. Like that's crazy to
It's
me.
too much.
And there's a lot of apartment complexes being built too.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, the issue with that is the apartments they're building are not really solving an affordable housing situation.
Well, because
at all.
technically they only have to have 4 or 5 apartments that are called affordable living, and then they can fall underneath
And do you
that.
know what
But the
happens?
rest of them are still expensive.
Also, hot take on this, I don't know if you guys know this. They are required to do a couple for affordable housing, but they're not necessarily looked too closely at in terms of how they lay their terms out. And often what they
Correct.
do is, you can qualify for this affordable housing and it looks so great, it's so affordable, it's awesome. And then they'll say, but you need to make less than this amount,
Yeah.
but more than this amount. And the
You gotta
amount
fit
that they're
into the
telling you
things.
is an impossible amount. If you made less than this amount, you can't even pay your bills in this modern world.
True story.
So they know that. They know what they're doing. They're making a specific scenario where no one's going to get the affordable care.
Correct.
You really
Or
do bring
affordable
a
housing.
really good point there, because that's true. They're not making it easy for people. And I've even seen some situations too in which the affordable payment is for like a 5-year. And then
yeah.
on the 6th year, it goes
They
way
go
up.
wha-bam.
That, I feel like
The
that.
switch and bait.
There needs to be some regulations
And that's
on
why
that.
some of it feels a little bit like it's just showy, like they're pretending to have these rules, like, oh, cool, there's this new legislation that says they have to be having affordable housing.
Yep.
But if they don't follow through on the regulation of the particular rules, seeing if it even works, is it serving the community, then it's worthless.
Interesting.
correct.
And I think this is going on throughout the U.S., that the markets are kind of
I
cooling a
think
little
it's
bit
kind
too.
of all over too.
Right, slower price growth, more
I don't
homes for
know.
sale. This is interesting. So, yeah, I'm definitely thinking this is news,
I
and
think
definitely
it's
something that we need to
news.
watch and make sure, because I mean, to afford a house these days, oh
crazy.
my goodness. I mean, you really do need.
Can we go back to the 90s, please?
It's been crazy. It truly, truly is. So yeah, I think this is news. You guys,
News.
Yeah, definitely news.
news. And you know what else is news? It's always time for Bin 39. Let's go
39.
have a glass of wine.
39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You gotta check them out. Bin 39.
Let's get soaking wet. Smash, Mary, Ghost.
Take our letters.
So, I don't know if you guys are like into the sports. I'm not
Okay.
really into the sports, but sometimes I am. Like, for example, today the Jags are playing the Chiefs in the Jacksonville Jaguars
Taylor's
Stadium.
boyfriend.
Why do you think I wore this color?
So since the Chiefs and the Jags are going head to head tonight under the lights at the Everbank Stadium for Monday Night Football, we're keeping it on theme with a little game of Smash, Marry, Ghost featuring 3 of the stars from
Okay.
tonight's game. We have Travis Kelce, Trevor Lawrence, and Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Lord.
Oh
So,
my
I could
goodness.
have, obviously, I'm a Jags fan, not a Chiefs fan, so I should have like put more Jag players in there. But honestly, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are so hot. So
Oh my God, both of them, yes.
had to be
absolutely.
done this way. So Travis Kelce plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. He is their tight end. The Chiefs all-star tight end and 2-time Super Bowl champ, known as much for his record-breaking plays as his larger-than-life personality. Hosts the hit podcast New Heights with his brother Jason Kelce.
They're funny. They were in a cereal commercial.
He is
together, too.
famously dating this girl. I don't know if you guys remember her name. She's like blonde. Oh yeah, Taylor Swift. Making him one of half of the world's most watched duo.
Yes.
He once starred in his own dating show, Catching Kelce, before he caught pop culture fame. Weird.
Oh,
He was awesome. He's very funny.
interesting.
Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars, go Jags, Duval, quarterback. Jacksonville's golden boy and franchise quarterback, cool-headed, loyal, and often compared to a Disney prince with that signature flow. He married his high school sweetheart, Marissa, in 2021. Fun fact, my friend made her bridal jacket for that wedding. Known for staying calm under pressure and keeping all that hair perfectly conditioned through it all. He's a strong advocate for local charities and often spotted supporting the Jax community events. I also saw him once at Congaree and Penn.
Oh, interesting.
Very fun.
Very nice.
Patrick
Tall,
Ma-
very tall.
Very tall. You couldn't miss him. It's on your butt.
Oh.
Patrick Mahomes, Mahomie. He plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's the quarterback. He's the face of the NFL's modern dynasty. Mahomes is a 2-time MVP and the magician behind the Chiefs' wildest plays. Fun facts, he has his own Whataburger franchise empire in Kansas City. He's known for those no-look passes that make defenders dizzy.
It's in the eye.
And he married his longtime love, Brittany.
Brittany.
Together, they're raising 2 adorable kids and running an empire of sponsorships.
Yeah, this is a hot topic. So what are you going to do, Mel?
I'm going to smash Kelsey, marry Trevor, and ghost Patrick.
You're marrying Trevor. How come?
Yeah, because he's so nice, I feel like, and he's so busy with the footballs, we could do nice things, and he just donated a bunch of money to animal rescue, so.
Sorry, Sunshine. Somebody has to get cut on my list. I am definitely ghosting Trevor Lawrence. That's not happening. Marrying Mr. Kelsey, because that redwood is one that I want for the rest of my life.
You are so fired.
And then Patrick Mahomes, high energy, flashy. He's MVP all the way, so I'm gonna smash that and maybe get that ring, honey.
All right, Addie.
I mean, at least Travis Kelce bought a ring from a Jacksonville-based designer, so there you go. So yeah.
So I'm definitely marrying Trevor Lawrence. Love you, Trevor. I wish he wasn't married.
Yeah, he's so nice.
I like that he wrote a letter to Jacksonville after last season, and it was like this letter about how this team is like means so much to him, and it's more than just the game and all the things. And I love Jacksonville, so thank you, Trevor. And I was going to say, like, oh, it's kind of sweet that Patrick Mahomes like has cried before on TV, but he cried for losing.
So what? I would too.
So I don't know, like that's not good sportsmanship. Like you save the tears for the pillow. I'm pretty sure when you lose something. I don't know. That's just how I was raised.
I mean, you either cry more or pee less. It's all water. It's just coming out
I
anyway.
guess that's true. It's just hard. I can't decide between Travis Kelce. I think I'm gonna have to smash Patrick Mahomes. I'm ghosting Travis Kelce.
More for me than
He has
good.
a blonde in his life.
Oh, Sonnies, what are you going to do? You got to put it in comments. Who you're going to smash, who you're going to marry, who you're going to ghost. That is so much
And who
fun.
are you rooting for tonight in Monday Night
Yeah,
Football?
who are you guys rooting for? Are you a Chiefs fan? Are you a Jags fan?
Do you guys think Taylor's going to be at the game?
No, I don't think so. I think we're too busy with Showgirl right now. I think
Man,
she's
but
going
can you
to miss
imagine
this
if she
one.
surprised everyone by showing up? That'd be cool.
Oh my God, I would lose my mind. Oh, get on Sunny TV, Taylor. But that is it for Motivational Monday. We had such a blast today with you guys. Thank you so much for all the comments, all the shares, all the likes and love. Mel, what time are we back tomorrow?
9 a.m. for Terrific Tuesday and Tail Waggers Tuesday. Send in those dog costume pictures.
Yes, let's go for it. We're
do
super excited. Who is it going to be this round? Let's see, the first round's going to be tomorrow, but we will be back at 9 a.m. live tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for being here. See you later,
Bye,
dudes.
guys.